What's up guys, today's video on the top 5 juicer reviews. Through intensive research and testing we put together listed options. They will meet different types of buyers, so whether it's price, performance or particular use, we covered all. For more information on products I have included the links in description box down below which you updated for best price. 5 Breville Juice Fountain Plus Juicer. If you've got a high-speed blender, the kind that zaps up smoothies in seconds or even makes nut butter, a juicer, even the best juicer, might seem superfluous to you. Can't my blender make juice? You might reasonably wonder. Well, kind of. Dedicated juicers, though, actually do something quite different, separating the juice and fruits and vegetables from the pulp. And if you or someone in your house stands to blanch at eating raw vegetables, making fresh juice at home is one easy way to consume a few more of them every week. It also gives you space to get creative with flavors and ingredient combinations, although, admittedly, clean up can be a bit of a chore. The Juice Fountain Plus features an extra wide 3-inch feed chute to push whole apples or citrus fruits through, so unlike other models, you don't have to cut your fruits and veggies into tiny pieces before adding them to the juicer. Also, while most of the other juicers we tested had forward and reverse buttons on their power switches, the Breville simply had high and low settings, which meant we could be specific about the power needed to juice leafy greens, soft fruits, low, and denser root vegetables. High. Among the masticating juicers we tested, also known as slow juicers and cold press juicers, the Cuisinart TZ Clean Slow Juicer was the best performer across multiple categories. It had good countertop appeal with a sleek look and minimal spatial footprint, and produced smooth juice with very minimal foam. Slow juicers are quieter, easier to clean, and usually slightly smaller than centrifugal juicers, but they are more expensive as well. Between produce prep, carefully feeding fruits and veggies through the chute, and thoroughly cleaning pulp cake strainers, juicing is a fairly laborious process, so finding a machine that you want to use, despite the time and effort involved, is important. For Breville Juice Fountain Elite Juicer, earning the same score as the standard juice fountain, the Elite didn't perform the same. This premium model did a little better than the base model at juicing soft produce, like cucumbers, celery, apples, and oranges, but slightly worse at juicing leafy greens such as kale or spinach. Meriting the most weight of any metric, this category is responsible for 25% of the total score for each juicer. We used 3 different recipes to test each juicer, scoring each product on the taste and quality of the various juice cocktails produced. The Breville Juice Fountain Elite did very well. The Juice Fountain Elite performed a little worse, creating a slightly more watery blend than we would have liked. The flavor was relatively neutral, even bordering on bland, making the drink much less palatable than the very flavorful mixture produced by other juicers. But the drink's texture was very smooth, with no pulp at all. For the final test of this metric, we juiced a recipe referred to as the Sunset Blend, made up of sweet potatoes, orange, carrot, beets, and apples. The Elite finished this metric with a strong showing, creating a smooth and creamy beverage. However, while it did have excellent consistency, the flavor was a little more muted than some of the other drinks produced. For our next metric, we looked at the yield and quality of the juice produced when using soft produce. We used apple, orange, cucumber, and celery to evaluate each juicer, with the Juice Fountain Elite earning a decent score for its stellar performance. The Elite has an elite price that might be hard to justify depending on your needs. The Breville Juice Fountain scored higher and is almost half the price. Unless you plan to juice primarily only soft produce, we think the non-elite option is better. It performed better in our tests than the Elite version, for the most part, and the money saved will likely make the less impressive soft produce juicing easy to accept. 3 nutribullet Slow Juicer. I've been waiting for a proper juice extractor from the brand, and the nutribullet Slow Juicer is all that I hoped for. It's a well-designed product that I can finally recommend to my readers. If you've read my review of the first nutribullet juicer, I didn't really give it a passing mark, but this one is different. All I have is praises. When I first saw it, I almost have mistaken it for a Hurom juicer. Hurom H200 is the product to beat. Maybe the nutribullet Slow Juicer might have a winning chance, considering how affordable it is. One fantastic feature the nutribullet slow juicer has is its 3-inch feeding chute. It's like having the best of both worlds, having the convenience of a centrifugal juice extractor's wide shooter and the efficiency of cold-press juicing machine. nutribullet cold-press juicer only has 6 parts to put together. That is surprisingly fewer than other vertical slow juicers in the market. Then, all that's left is setting the pulp and juice collector in place, turning the motor on, and getting the juices flowing. Cold-press juicers are generally slow. It will take about a few minutes to make a glass of juice, starting from dicing your produce to the juice extraction process itself. For best results, it would be ideal to rinse all the components with warm and soapy water. There's an included brush with your purchase. You can use it to brush off the fibers from the juicing screen. Be careful, though, as it's sharp. At 65 RPM, the nutribullet cold press juicer extracts juice at a more efficient rate than high-speed juicing machines. It produces more volume, and at the same time, a cold-pressed juice retains more nutrients. The nutribullet slow juicer earned my seal of approval. I would recommend it to anyone, whether you're just getting started or have been juicing for years. It's a highly affordable juicer that doesn't disappoint on functionality. 2. Omega Juicer. A high-end masticating juicer, such as the Omega Nutrition Center, is the gold standard when it comes to extracting maximum juice from fruits and veggies. Masticating juicers crush fruits and vegetables in a bladeless system at low speed to prevent heat buildup. Keep in mind, this style of juicer will take longer to operate compared to higher-speed centrifugal models. But, if you want to make high-quality juice with minimum food waste, a masticating juicer is your best bet. Is the Omega Nutrition Center the best in its class? We stocked up on produce to find out. The hardest part of using the Omega Nutrition Center was figuring out how to set it up the first time and prepping our fruits and vegetables for juicing. Because the feed chute is small in diameter, you can't feed whole fruits and vegetables directly into the juicer. Everything has to be cut into small pieces and fed in limited quantities, so don't expect to make juice in a hurry. We ended up keeping the Omega in our pantry as opposed to on our countertops since it's not the most eye-catching juicer on the market, especially when disassembled. The Omega takes up more horizontal space than vertical juicers, which is something to think about if you prefer countertop storage. We ended up stashing the attachments in the included juice and pulp containers to keep things together, but with continued use, we'd probably invest in a dedicated storage bin to corral everything. The Omega's versatility sets it apart from other juicers on the market. It comes with a range of attachments that can be used to make nut butters and milks, grind coffee beans, mince and chop herbs and vegetables, process frozen fruit soft serve, shape dough for pasta and breadsticks, and even puree homemade baby food. The real power lies within the dual extraction process. Fruits and vegetables are crushed within the drum to extract juice, and then the remaining pulp is squeezed again to extract every last drop of juice. We knew the Omega was extracting the maximum amount of liquid it could when we felt how dry the pulp was. One slow masticating juicer. Housekeeping is a relatively new kitchen appliances brand, so you may not have heard the name before, but it's starting an assault on the small appliance market. With the range of affordable kitchen gadgets it hopes will give more expensive models from names such as Philips and Ninja a run for its money. Juicers are at the core of its current product range, with 5 different slow juicer models available. The Housekeeping slow juicer CM1501 is slightly more expensive than its entry-level model but is still very affordable. Slow juicers extract the juice by grinding fruits and vegetables in an action that's similar to chewing. The liquid is then extracted as it's passed through a strainer that separates out the pulp. The Housekeeping slow juicer model comes with one strainer and offers 2 functions, on or reverse, along with a 0.74 quart/0.7 liter juice container. There's nothing overcomplicated to get to grips with, and it's quite intuitive to use. However, the Housekeeping slow juicer extracts average juice yields. The performance is neither the best nor the worst that we've seen. This is a budget slow juicer that's much more affordable than most other slow juicers, so it's a good starter model. The Housekeeping slow juicer CM1501 comes in 5 different colors: white, gray, red, green and orange. So if you want a juicer that'll fit in with your kitchen color scheme, There are plenty of options to choose from. For all the juices we made in the Amskev Slow Juicers EM1501, the juice yields were slightly below what we've seen from more premium slow juicers but exceeded the results from its nearest competitor in terms of price, which is the more expensive Inju cold press juicer. With average juice extraction, this isn't one of the best juicers in terms of juice yields. But if you want a slow juicer that has higher juice yields, it'll cost a lot more. So that's it for the best 5 juicer. Thanks for watching video. Do subscribe for more amazing videos and hit like button, comment below and share with your friends.